What's poppin', y'all? The undeserved hate for Kai Cenat is getting so big now that even other influencers, YouTubers, streamers, whatever you want to call them, are forced to speak on it too. And this individual came out of, I wouldn't call it hiding, but he doesn't really talk too much like that, especially about other people. And that is Clark, also known as OSN, also known as Oprah's Side. And I'm gonna play you guys this clip right now.
This is exactly why I could be saying his mental health off. Because he log on to any social media and it's a bunch of that he ain't never done nothing to, hating all day long. Like, I'm having flashbacks of being the littest on Twitter, and it's just so many hating every single day. Like, that shit used to drain the out of me. Like, I'm just trying to understand. Like, I'm not even on some caper shit, but this shit actually be pissing me off. What the did this do to deserve any of this hate? What the did he do? I'm trying to understand. Like, please, can someone let me know, what did this do to deserve all this hate? We all got the same 24 hours. He working harder than, and now is upset about it. He changed his whole family life, buy his friends a house. What the have y'all done for anybody? I know y'all ain't do nothing for no kids in Africa. Y'all ain't even done half the good shit he did, and everybody mad at the because he's rich. God forbid to want to make some clothes or do some new shit. Oh no, you can't do that. And then when he streams, everybody's calling it a begathon. He can't do that, so he can't stream. He can't wear clothes. He can't do nothing new. It's like it's no winning with. Like, the litter you get, the more broke is gonna hate. And I'm just trying to understand, like, what did it do to deserve all of this hate? Y'all are so weird. Like, honestly, y'all are so bitter. It's so miserable. Like, y'all are never gonna get ahead in life being this miserable. You're never gonna get ahead in life being this miserable.
So first, a little bit of prehistory for some people that may not know. This guy, he was one of the biggest NBA basketball sports related reaction channels. I mean, this guy had like LaMelo Ball when the Balls brothers were in high school. Like, this guy was reacting to all their stuff. I think he even linked with them before they went off to college, and even before that. So when he's talking about, when he was the biggest guy on Twitter, before he got on YouTube and became a really popular YouTuber, he was one of the biggest guys on Twitter. So back in around 2013, 2014, there were all these Twitter groups. Like, there were Hootsuites, there were Tweet Decks, and people would be in these groups kind of like not just engagement farming, but just like tweeting. Like VH1 Peanut, PNUT, he was one of the OG guys of this, like way back. And then you had people like DJ ZD with like ZD Girls and all that other stuff. And you also had, on the white side, you had Hunter Moore, who had damn near every white chick across the country writing his name on their chests. And yeah, he ended up doing some time for some other stuff. I think did they make that law because of him? I don't know, but I'm going too deep into lore. But yeah, so OSN, he used to have a YouTube channel where he would do real tales, where he would have like this lawn chair in the bathroom, and you'd be like smoking weed and sometimes spitting on the floor. That was one of the things. He would spit on the floor frequently. I'm like, yo, does he have a bag there? Does he have a bucket? Or is he just straight spitting on the floor? So this guy's had a lot of experience. And in Twitter, people just used to hate OSN. He was Oprah's Side. And they just, he's the biggest guy in the game. Sometimes it was about stealing tweets. Sometimes it was about something else, because that's kind of like how the game works now too. And it is a little bit different now. I think like Korn was the last guy you could say was like mainly a tweeter. And then it became people like Feared Buck that became more like aggregators and reposters. Although Dory was like that. I'm going too much into the history. Jeez. But hey, listen, if this isn't what you come here for, you would have already left by now. So he's looking at it like, yo, why does everybody hate this guy? Because he's probably not tuned in like he used to be. I think he might be in his late 20s or 30s now, OSN, and this guy's he's made a pretty penny. Like, last I remember, this guy was buying Rolls Royces and Ferraris. So he's looking at it like, yo, why does everybody hate Kai Cenat so much? And he's right that the litter you get, the more people hate, not just broke people. Well, I think it's mostly broke people that are hating on Kai Cenat. But Kai Cenat's not even like a flexing type of character. You don't see him with iced out chains. You don't see him with bezels. You don't see him flexing money. None of that. He's really just putting people on. And DDG even replied to this and said, cooking. And then, of course, some people are hating on DDG in the replies for no reason at all. I thought it was his own community, but it doesn't seem to be his own community. And Sneako was one of the first people to call this out several weeks ago. And I keep in mind, he has had his own back and forths with Kai Cenat. He's seen Kai Cenat's come up because you can see old videos like the original AMP house of him. And I mean, the infamous self-report of the cucking situation happened at the AMP house when he was shooting the podcast with Agent, who was part of Playback with Low at the time. So even Sneako, a couple of weeks ago, early December, was like, yo, why does everybody hate Kai Cenat right now? And I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
Kai gets too much hate, actually. And it is the result of being famous and everybody wanted to tear you down. You can see that it's affected him mentally. And actually, I like the way that Kai was presenting himself at the Stream Awards. He's been gone for a long time, but I like the way he's handling himself. It's more mature. He seems more zen. I don't know if you're able to tell that. Like, I liked his reaction to being called Diddy, just like that face. I like what he was saying in his speeches. But at the same time, I think a major reason that he's been gone for so long is because, bro, the hate is ramped up so much towards him. And I think a lot of it is unjustified. A lot of it it became a trend and a meme. So it's not normal for anybody to have to deal with that. And obviously, I'm not trying to like pull out the violin for a rich, famous, successful. But he's gonna be in this game for a long time. He's gonna be in this industry for a long time. I want to see him thrive. So it's cool to see. You can see there's a shift in his perspective.
And I think for me, when I saw this coming, but the first time I would say where I was even appalled at the level of hate Kai Cenat was getting was when they were calling his subathon a, quote, begathon. Like, he's on stream asking people for subs. And this is why, people only use this for a way to hate, because when you see a street performer that's playing violin, playing the accordion, playing whatever, a dancer, and they're asking for money, or they have a table out, or not a table, but they usually have the instruments case or a bucket or something where you can throw money inside. Do we call them beggars? No, we do not call them beggars. And they're not beggars. A beggar is somebody that's going up to you asking you for bread, or just sitting there, maybe like has a sign out, something like that. This person is performing, maybe they're singing, maybe they're doing whatever, and they're asking, hey, if you like this, you can throw some money in, and people will throw some money in. That's the same thing Kai Cenat is doing. Kai Cenat, well, the goal was to hit a certain sub, and like I said before, and this is not contradictory if you've got half a brain, the subathon used to be, hey, how long can you guys keep this timer running? And then Kai Cenat changed it a little bit into, yo, can we meet this goal? Can we hit this mark? And that's where things became, like, you lost the anticipation or the anxiousness of, yo, is the subathon going to end today or tomorrow or the next day? Because the timer's going down. With Kai, you knew it was going on for 30 days because you had to book everything. And that's what happens when you make a production of this scale, is that you can't just have it end because you booked and paid for people to show up on day 23. But when people were calling it a begathon, I'm like, well, what do you expect the guy to do? His job is to entertain. He spends money to entertain. And, he's incentivizing people to subscribe. And his product is entertainment. So when he's asking for money for his product, which he rarely does outside of this, keep in mind, this is 30 days. Everybody knows what it is. Everybody that's watching, everybody that's a fan of his, they know what it is. The rest of the year, the guy's not, quote unquote, begging for subs. He's not even really asking for subs. Like, yeah, he's thanking people. And that's also people not understanding the way streaming culture and etiquette works as a whole. But the reason why Kai Cenat gets so much hate is just because he's done nothing wrong for a very long time and continued to succeed and get bigger and bigger. That's all there is to it. It's that simple. Because take a look at Mr. Beast, right? And Mr. Beast, he was just given, keep in mind, this Mr. Beast's whole brand was giving money. So this guy was just giving money, doing charity, just blowing up bigger and bigger and bigger. And at a certain point, people were like, we kind of want to hate this guy now. For whatever reason, I wouldn't say that's where it started, but when it became evident was when he dropped that video about like curing people's blindness. And they said, well, why he got to film curing people's blindness? And this is where you know people are goofy, dumb morons. Because, well, if Mr. Beast has $1 million and he spends $1 million on helping people, like let's say cure blindness, well, he's done. Where is he going to get the next money? But if he spends $1 million or if he has $1 million and he spends $1 million on production of the video and curing a bunch of people's blindness and he makes $2 million, now he can scale that and he can help more people. I know it's this math is just so hard for people to conceptualize. And also content like Mr. Beast, not just but generally speaking, content where people are doing good, it incentivizes you to do good as well. So I do think recording it is positive. Granted, the person is like consenting to it, and it's not one of those situations where people are like, just doing like what Blueface was doing with homeless people and just like throwing money at them. Like if it's a story behind it and it's being documented and all that, I think it's positive. I mean, what do charities do to promote their charity? They use footage from the help that other people have assisted with in their charity. So with and then eventually people just started to create these conspiracy theories about Mr. Beast, and like when his homie Chris Tyson decided to like switch up and start dressing in a different way, they started to use Chris Tyson's past and the weird stuff that he was doing and attach it to Mr. Beast because they just wanted to see Mr. Beast go down. And that's why there's like this delicate balance that you have to play to not get too much hate, where you are doing positive, you have a little bit of a controversy and you dip down, and then up, and then you dip down, and you kind of ride this slow up and down wave. Think of like a rising stock chart, right? Like you got an S&P 500 chart over the past 70 years. Like you ride that as opposed to just kind of a linear line up, which is what happened with Kai Cenat. And of course, early on in the beginning years, it was more of a exponential chart where like nothing is happening and then boom. But then after that, the progression in the past 3+ years there has been no drop off of like, damn, Kai Cenat's going through a struggle. This is bad. How is he going to recover from this? There was the legal situation that happened with like people rioting in New York City when he was just trying to do a Christmas giveaway, which there was no Christmas giveaway this year. Or was it a Christmas giveaway? I don't know, but either way, you guys get my point. So the fact that Kai Cenat's doing everything right, he's a positive guy, he doesn't talk trash about anybody, he doesn't get into controversy. People want to see somebody like that lose. That's all there is. It's like The Rock, right? Like The Rock, for a while, people are like, yeah, we like this guy. Yeah, he's great. And then eventually they're like, man, this guy's fake. Man, we don't like this guy anymore. Nah, I think The Rock, it's more like people are lukewarm to him. But this is just people want to build you up, and then they want to be the ones to take you down, and then they want to build you up again. And I think it's just because people want to feel like they have control over this person's success. Now, that is a small section of the fan base. But also, with Kai Cenat, it's just, there's no reason to hate. I cannot think of a legitimate reason to actively hate on the guy and try to paint him as bad. He does every single thing that they claim to want somebody that's successful to do. He's put people on from other countries and he's brought them to America. He's put people on. He's put his homies in position. He's had his friends meet their idols. He's sent out so much free PCs and things like that just in his giveathon, giveathon, in his subathon. He's also, what else? Like, he's got a girlfriend that he's loyal to and like does all of the right things. What else can we pull up on the board, right? Like, this guy's done every single thing, and they still want to find something. They can't find anything. It's so bad. Oh, donates to charity. It's so bad that people make up fake news about a school and saying that, and a fake report saying that they never got money from Kai Cenat, that he said that he would donate from the proceeds of the Mafiathon. That's how bad it is. It's so bad that people are making up fake news about the guy and spreading it. Like, what the hell is wrong with people? And it's sad, but I think Cenat's like handling it very, very well. Like, I think behind the scenes, he's had moments where he's like broken down. He's like, yo, why? Like, how can I stop this from happening? And I think the time he's taken away from streaming has just allowed him to process it and just accept that this is what comes with it. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed, and I'm gonna see you on the next one.